What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Baiju's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Baizhi leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us one trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
As for the mangosteen, we got people selling these at the market nearby. We might find some clues there.
Mangosteens are not from Jinzhou. These fruits are usually brought in by... Do you think the token is guiding us outside the city? The access pass may be another hint. There are usually no checkpoints set up in the city besides at City Hall. A pass isn't required unless you have to leave the city borders.
Now, why didn't I think of that? Gotta hand it to you, Yang Yang. It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
Without it... We Resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. If you feel like it, head...
Let me be there for everyone.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Yang Yang, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Rain instructor, Yan. The defense at the city gate has been strengthened.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Jiyan is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed.
Well, it says you have the highest level of access. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass. No one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly. His name is... I couldn't just leave it.
You're willing. You have a...
It's all this manga, it's got some fresh-looking leaves. I reported him. I grew up in one day, so according to what I've gathered, thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
Leave it to me.
Save me, boss!
Ow!
Surrender your stuff. Save me, boss!
Wind guide me.
You don't look like soldiers.
I am yet.
I'm missing the one you're looking for.
Yes. Have you seen him?
I met him once. I think he must be in the rearguard's camp.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that on your way,
Sure.
great. I'll.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people? Greetings. What might
Nothing really. You see...
Excuse me, about.
Run, everyone!
Please don't arrest us!
What happened?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and...
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direct. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides.
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Oh, and here's some money.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you!
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
Surrender your stuff.
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
Can't believe this. Save me,
us all with your
boss.
bread and pen.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us? Do you have other mouths to feed?
They seem trained.
Of course we're ordinary people. We done some wrongs. Tried to run from the...
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway. We ain't got the balls to rob the army. But with stuff just... Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us. Some injured, too. Your first amount ain't gonna come...
No, wait. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know
Hey, what's wrong?
pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like...
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jianxin.
Hurry, move, let's get out of here.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait,
Quite the shot.
Is this the only...
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you...
Really? Then why does that one over there?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for...
I see. The military's base is not far from here.
Wind guide me. Leave it to me. Strike from the shadows. An unexpected discovery.
Behind me. Shackles be gone. Engrave. Be alert.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. Leave it to me. No hesitation. Come forth. Disperse. An unexpected discovery.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
remnants of the past.
Master Jianxin, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of Tell them it's an emergency. I'll talk to them if you... Move! What is it? You new here? Are you... Wait, you don't look like...
I am Jiyan.
Excuse me, one moment, please.
Careful! This chest holds...
An outrider. So, you were part of the backup. Oh, sorry. Yes? An overclocked resonator. I'm sorry. The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics.
What exactly do you need?
Just make sure they are safe. Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like...
Supplies, medical care, equipment.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea.
Most people would... I think this is exactly...
Are you all...
I'm okay. I'm just... it's okay.
I'll go find a medic. Please calm down.
That's barely a scratch.
Stop. Please hold him. Sure.
Thank you for your assistance.
They look back.
Don't worry, I've heard from, but things have each injury. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are...
They are the one.
Please don't. Now that they're all...
Thank you.
The quartermaster...
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some...
Oh.
Have you confirmed the inventory? Yua, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yua. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Jianxin, who came here to look for someone.
Jinzhou is the gateway to Huanlong, and the Desert Rock Highland is the gateway to Jinzhou. A single breach could have dire consequences. Our defense must hold at all costs. The Tacit Discords are not humans. They don't do truces or ceasefires. For as long as they exist, this war will rage on endlessly. Supply is the lifeblood of our army, and I am tasked with keeping it flowing. But now we are facing a shortage. I saw you help a Thank you. So, the Midnight... we sent him with the battle... Oh!
Sure. Please excuse me.
What are you doing? Oh... It's a type of old-fashioned explosive. While tacitite weapon, the hand grenade... Well, it's not a local... Currently, there's only one...
Master Jianxin.
Yes. I found Jiyan is the journey with you. Countless lives have been Master Rongfu. I do share. However, Jiyan I too found what I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. The shape? Yes. After he realized I heard you. It's my great pleasure to...
Us running into Master T. Have you thought?
I think...
So, if those tests...
Follow the Qinglong to war!
Time to fight back. Fear no more. Retreat to advance. Don't you worry. Time to fight back. Tell truth from the side. Unstoppable. Tell truth from the side. Fear no more. Tell truth from the side. Unstoppable. Bide the time. I can take it. Wind Rider. Fear no more.
What's the matter? Are you... Oh, I was worried.
It felt as if I was seeing through the...
An imposing war. The front lines are not far from... your vision. The battle itself, the streams from the Norfolk Baron Rover. Something resonate with... Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is... Xichi Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect over.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. Hopefully this helps. Wind guide me.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source.
Leave it to me.
Stay behind me.
Leave it to me.
Swift and resolute.
Strike from the shadows. Stay behind me.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade. A change of perception.
wooden plaque. Why are they here? They seem to be. I remember.
I see.
The area is look. Someone. Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. Help.
It seems to only repeat the tacit discords of this one, turning the last bits of a. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. Rover, I think it seems to be begging for help. But it's not asking us to help. The village is crying something truly awful based on the evidence we've found and perhaps the task. There must be some. I'll inform Shuzia about. Sorry. I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, these cards. The Fraxidus is likely
The Frax?
Yes. I don't know. It's a group of
Fusing human.
We've seen signs above the artifice. No one knows that. And there is one man who sees they belong to. If he's responsible. Huh?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. If you need to hear it from me, cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such. The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Aw, so you don't worry. I don't plan to make you. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So, that makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up. Or I would have questioned the So you know. No need to be so on edge. But out of all the onlookers, before you knew anything about this world, you are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend. But truth hurts sometimes. You could say I'm looking forward. My goal is simple. Come on. Observe this. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, so go ahead. What do you see? Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path. Now, Rover, I'm eager to hear your version after you.
Hopefully this helps.
Our story, once upon a time in a peaceful... In the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. But they always draw from real life. The same story gets told by many. And each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations. Like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part. One day, the shepherd brought them promises of... Nope. Quite the opposite. With a wave of his hand, his flock obeyed. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless... The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Imagine you were one of those. Oh, so you are right. It's up to the two of... The lambs reveled and as each night passed, it was the only one to notice how Rover Do you? I once believed a true equality. The world was never to receive equal. When every wish come, when they can make someone, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may want. Funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd opened. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as you. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from those oblivious lambs, little did. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, answer me and I'll reveal. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always, life. Here's my fun. Don't rush. What is the truth?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly...
Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes, and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover?